Okay, hello everybody. This is going to be an achieve hunt for the game Aery Dreamscape. It has been kindly provided to me by the publisher, XSX Games, so thank you very much to them. We are just going to go through, I mean, you've seen an Aery game before, you know what to expect. Let's get on with it. Okay, so the first thing I notice instantly is that they have reused the assets from Freddy Spaghetti.
Imagination is a strong thing. Everyone has some thoughts or hidden desires, or plans for the future that they like to think about.
They have literally used the entire world office of Freddy Spaghetti.
Let's take a moment, lean back, and listen to the dreams and thoughts of the people around us. Some of their thoughts might go deeper than what you would expect. Enjoy.
Let's invert Y. There we go. But yes, they have clearly used the assets from Freddy Spaghetti 1 and 2. I don't think XSX Games made that. I am just going to double check. I think it was a Ratalaika. Okay, yeah, so Freddy Spaghetti is using the same assets that this game is from XSX Games, so that's interesting. So, okay. Well, we can use A to fly faster, I suppose, so at least that's something.
I wish I was a Viking. Vikings are strong. They are fearless. They overcome any obstacle, no matter how difficult.
Okay, where did it go? Where's the next one? Now, we've spoken before.
And they go wherever their boat will take them.
We as a unit, as a group, have spoken about XSX Games' how can I explain this? But I'm just going to be honest. Their tendency to reuse this type of asset. We've spoken about it many times before.
People acknowledge their skills.
You may remember that I actually video recorded an open letter.
Really, no one would dare make fun of them.
Or commentary, or whatever you'd like to call it, to XSX Games. which many of you agreed with, about its seeming to be slightly lazy development. And whilst these games look beautiful, it's always the same.
Would you someone who had just slain the
same
almighty
music,
Kraken as it was nothing?
the same kind of areas. It is
Of course not. You would
releases
be like all the
for
others,
the sake of releases.
overwhelmed by their presence.
Like you're a bird, or you're a glowing orb or something, and you're going around a
Maybe even a little scared.
pre-made environment, picking up collectibles. That's basically it. So you all know how I feel about that. And don't get me wrong, the games always play fine,
Maybe you would hide.
as long as there's no
build a high wall
glitches
around
where you
your
can't
small
get into
village.
things.
But that's nothing that could stop a true Viking.
There does seem to be a frame of vision issue where the sides of the screen stretch.
Vikings never give up. They fight until they reach their goal. They take whatever they need, and they never give back. And after a difficult fight was won, they sit together and celebrate their victory. Just like a bunch of slightly confused superheroes, fighting for their own cause, just for themselves and no one else. Constantly searching for new challenges. Like if they actually needed to do something to make their ancestors proud of them.
Credit where credit's due, right? I have criticised Aery games and the other FPXR games for not allowing us a way to speed up the character. I mean, at least in this, they've allowed you to hold down the A button to go faster.
No matter how high, and even if they couldn't see the peak.
I also want to say it's good that they've made these colour things different as well.
Heck, even if
allows
there
us
was
to
a
see them
snowstorm
better
halfway
on
to
the
top.
background that we have. I will criticise that the collectible thing at the bottom right is still the goddamn feathers. You know, I wish you would replace the feather with the icon of the thing that we are collecting. I mean, it's only been, what, 9 games now?
True Viking would never give up.
I can't imagine it would be that hard to replace it.
I think that is actually quite a beautiful thought.
Another side note I'd like to mention is that the text at the bottom right, which is white as you know, can't be read when it's on a white background, so just give it a black outline so it's easier to read on
Showing
any
yourself that you are worthy to call yourself a fearless Viking.
on any colour that you're on. would it be that hard to just change the font so it has a black outline so you can read it? I mean, that is like the very bare minimum of modification, surely. I think some of the criticisms that need to be levelled out for these games, like with Aery or whatever, is that, what, really? Well, there's a goddamn criticism. It sends you right to the goddamn start. Thanks for that. That's really helpful. I think some criticisms do need to be made, whereas, yes, these environments are beautiful, but you didn't make them, did you? You know? I can put in as much environmentals as you like, but if you didn't make them, you bought them, then it kind of defeats the purpose, because you're not showing people beauty that you have created, you're showing people beauty that you have purchased, and there's the difference. You know? Interestingly, that first achievement of the game actually put me over the mark for 2.25 million gamer score. So yay. I've mentioned it before and I've mentioned it again. Having a directional arrow a la Crazy Taxi would be helpful to finding your next pickup objective.
Someone who could conquer any distant land,
And
or
don't
maybe
get
even
me
the whole
wrong
world.
either. I don't like criticising stuff like this. I really don't. But sometimes when you're getting the same thing over and over again, it feels like you're shouting into the wind, you know? It's like shouting into a vacuum. It just doesn't travel, you know?
In the end, it is you who is laughing at the world.
Oh, excuse me. Again, this game would do so much better if we could just have some sort of directional arrow. Literally, it would make these games, I say the word game loosely, it would make these games such a remarkable difference. It really would. Like, even if maybe not a directional arrow, maybe just a radar, you know? Just something. These are the most low-res birds I've ever seen in my life.
You shout your name over the valleys and up to the highest mountain. And and you turn around. Back to your friends and family who are already waiting for you at home. In the very end, you are still a humble guy deep down in your heart, and you know what is the...
Come on, bird, move your ass. Now this is pretty pretty. That sounds stupid. This is quite pretty with the different colours.
Can you imagine how it would be like to be a dwarf?
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Dig diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
You would live far
Diggy
beneath the
diggy
surface,
hole.
maybe
Dig
inside of a
diggy
mountain.
hole.
You would spend your days searching for diamonds and other crystals.
I don't think that's what dwarves do. I think they drink, have sex with bearded ladies, and mine crystals. That's basically it. Isn't that what a dwarf
Day
does?
in and day out, just searching for crystals.
I've seen interspecies reviewers. Dwarven ladies with big bushy beards.
And of course, there would be magma everywhere. I mean, you are deep beneath the surface after all. It would be hot, and maybe probably even dark. But nothing could stop you from searching for gems and metals.
This area looks familiar.
After all, it's your job, your passion. I mean, of course it's not your only passion. Your true love would of course be the art of forging. Everyone knows that. Dwarves love forging things.
Again, I'm never going to
weapons,
criticise these
jewelry,
levels.
anything
well, the
really,
designs of the levels,
as long as
but
it's
the
sparkling
problem
or
is,
somewhat
you know
useful.
that the developer slash publisher didn't make them.
Since you basically
And what
spend
they're
most of
doing
your day
is they're
forging things, you would
taking
probably be a
assets off
master
of,
your subject.
I don't know, a Steam Workshop or wherever it is that they buy these environments, and then they lob in collectibles, employ an aerator, and Bob's your uncle, there's your game, you know?
No need to go to school or anything. You would just learn it while you do it.
I mean, look, you know, I know, right, and I'm fully aware of this. I know that my opinion is
And you would become
just
better
an
every
opinion.
single day.
You know, I'm always very, very grateful to EpiXR Games for allowing me codes to show their product off. I really am. But you do have to remember that I can't be biased. I need to call things as I see
Until
it,
one day
and I
you would
will
be the best
call it
smith
as
who
I
ever
see
lived
it.
in a small
Now,
village
if
far
I'm,
beneath
if I'm
the
seeing
surface.
store-bought assets that I've seen before, I'm going to call
You
them
know,
out on it.
there is
you know?
actually one more thing that dwarves love even more than forging.
You know, you can't take credit for stuff that you've bought and just logged into your game. You can't. That's not how it works.
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. It's gold.
I mean, we all know this.
Dwarves love gold so much they could basically just lie on a heap of gold, stare at the ceiling, and be perfectly happy. Huh. But obviously they are not alone.
Also, that dragon is fucking adorable.
Most creatures seem to like gold one way or the other. But there is only one creature that loves gold as much as dwarves do. I am, of course, talking about dragons. They adore gold. I think you maybe would have to fight for gold. Probably a giant dragon or something similar. But it would be okay. You have your forged weapons. It would be no problem to stand your ground, even against the mightiest of all dragons. In the end, I believe you and the dragon would sit down and rest for a while. Exhaust...
So we're going to a cowboy-esque area now. Or Wild West even. Or not.
Do you know who the coolest guys ever are? Cowboys. They are strong, they are wild, they are crazy.
Those three things are not good. Well, strong maybe, but the other two, no.
They don't care what other people think.
That's because most cowboys are assholes. If they don't like you, they'll shoot you.
They just do their own thing. They are just happy the way they are, and they need barely anything or anyone to have a good life. Just give a cowboy a revolver and a horse, and you will see how he will leave the town on his horse, riding towards the sunset. I wish I could be a cowboy. I wish I could be this crazy independent guy who doesn't care about the opinion of others. Who doesn't need others to be happy. Who doesn't need anyone and can do anything by himself. I would leave my village on the back of my horse, and I wouldn't stop riding until I was far, far away. Far enough to start a new life.
Nothing hidden down here, is there? No. And those are the cap and the ceilings come out, so yeah, looks like we have to go back. Okay. So I'll just check there isn't anything behind this train. Nope, okay. mark on my screen.
Far enough to have a chance of a new beginning, to be a new person. One who is cool and brave. One who people will like. One who finally doesn't need to be lonely anymore.
Oh, hello, Camad. Yes, I
Maybe I could
also
find a tribe of
like the
Indians who could
games.
accept and adopt me.
But I feel that the developers are kind of trying to put a lot of emphasis on beauty, which they have not yet, which they themselves did not create. All of these things here, all these environments and everything, they are store-bought assets, period. That's what they are. They haven't made them.
They could teach me to be happy, to be one with nature. To be one with myself, in peace and harmony.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the games per se. Well, no, it's... I mean, what it effectively is, I mean, they're employing a narrator, they're buying community-based assets, or environments, I should say, lobbing in collectibles, hiring a voice actor, and then that's basically
that one moment where I need to be a cowboy in order to leave, find happiness.
And they've been doing it for quite a few games now at this point. You know, and they get very, very samey. I mean, this is what, the 8th, 9th Aery game, something like that. I feel that perhaps maybe they should stop I mean, look, this hub world, right? This hub world is where the game Freddy Spaghetti was set, right? A game that has absolutely nothing to do with the publisher and makers of this game, XSX Games. It literally has nothing to do with them, and yet it's all store-bought assets. So, like, when you realise that these assets are store-bought, like the devs haven't made this, then you know, then you understand how little effort has gone into these environments. I mean, this environment,
I want to live on a Caribbean island.
I've seen this in a previous Aery game before. Maybe even 2 or 3 of the bloody things.
Just imagine.
Guaranteed.
The sun,
I recognise the
awesome
area.
Fruit shakes, and everything would be so relaxed.
I recognise it because we've flown through this area like 3 or 4 times in different games at this point. It goes back to the feeling of
no weird
them
after-school activities, no homework.
copying and pasting in the hopes of making quick
Just
money.
me, the beach, and the Shire Endless Ocean.
And, you know, it's... I mean...
How would I earn my money, you ask?
Look, you could buy these assets, right? lob in a few NPCs, like heck, make even maybe even make it a platform game.
Just
Who
been
knows?
waiting for this question.
You know, the possibilities with these store-bought environments are endless. But it does feel that it's very, very low effort.
As I present
that's
to you
the
the one
problem.
and only correct answer to that question.
And of course people are going to buy them because of the easy gamer score. I mean, that's the elephant in the room, isn't it? We all know that people are going to buy them for easy gamer score. That's the elephant in the room. We know this is true.
Just think about it. Life could be so easy.
Also, that's a typo. Life could be so easy. It's life, L-I-F-E.
A pirate does whatever he wants to do.
And the thing is, we've proven in previous videos and previous games that XSX Games does not test playthrough their games. We have proven this.
A pirate takes whatever he wants to have.
And literally to go through their entire game would normally take approximately 2 hours for one player. So, and maybe even less because the devs would know where all the collectibles are. So it's just something that needs to be kept in mind, you know?
And a pirate drinks
I've said
whatever
before,
he can find.
I am always immensely grateful. No, they're not. They don't steal. They're not stealing other games' bits. What they're doing is buying assets
It would be an awesome
from some sort of asset marketplace, which everybody is allowed to do. Like they pay a license or whatever it is to use those assets. So yeah, they're not stealing anything. I want to make that very, very clear. They're not stealing anything. They're using store-bought assets to create these games. So,
and of course, I would be victorious in every single one of them.
You need to understand the difference with this, Catmad. They are not stealing anything. Everything that they're doing, they're purchasing the rights to use. At least I bloody hope so. But the problem is they're using the same things over and over again, putting in collectibles in various places, having their narrator say some random
that the government would send their
crap.
ships after me just to catch me.
And there's your level, they go on to the next one. Correct. Oh, that's what I assume. I mean, because, look, like, for example, the game Drunken Fist, right? That entire game is set in a single environment.
I will be on the run.
Like, store-bought asset, very, very much like this. It's been an asset that has been in both Murder Diaries and in a previous Aery game. So we know it's a store-bought asset. But the point is that when you're buying store-bought assets, the amount of effort that you put into creating your game is significantly lower than if you were making all of your environments and everything else yourself. You see? And that's why I think it's fair,
you know,
that you should level criticism
but having to
at
run from the
XSX
government your
Games
whole life sounds quite
for
exhausting.
this manner of game creation. I don't believe
Worry not, my friend. I
that
already
these
have the
games are
perfect
worth the
solution.
money that they ask, because they're not making new content. It's just store-bought stuff, and they're hiring a narrator or doing it themselves, opening collectibles, and then that's it. And then, and then they're just putting the levels together. That's basically it. That's the criticism that I have for XSX Games. I think if you're doing that, fine. but don't charge high prices like £8 for this. You know, you should be charging no more than £3.99.
Ninjas are the master of disguise.
That's my opinion. And see, everything I say here is truthful. You know, there's no maliciousness. It's
they are like
me
shadows in the
wanting
night.
to see games
Gone once
be
you switch
better.
on the light to see them.
I mean,
I will be
these games are
invisible
good
to
for a
my
couple of
enemies.
chill hours, just flying around, enjoying the environment, and you know, that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Absolutely nothing wrong.
Uncatchable to anyone who tries.
I said there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I mean, do a search on True Achievements. How many Aery games has there been now? I think this is like the 9th or the 10th. And it's basically all been the same stuff. Flying around, collecting collectibles. Having some dude narrate, and then the game's over after you've done like 12 or 13 levels. You know? That's what you get with an Aery game. I mean, you know, I've said it before, right? I've said it before, and that these games would really benefit for having some sort of directional marker for the player. But we're 9 games in and we've still yet to have one. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I started getting some of the early games from XSX games as promotional material, I would say, hey, you should put an invert control option in, and they did. So credit where credit's due, they listened to that feedback. So you have to give them credit for that. But
there,
I'm trying to choose my words very, very carefully here, so I don't want
for the rest of my life
to try and say something that's not what I'm wanting to say. I think that if they took a bit more time to, you know, make their own environments, or hire an environment artist or something, then instead of buying this store-bought stuff, which, let's be honest, we're 8 or 9 games in now, however many it is.
Just me and my incredible treasure that I collected all over the 7 seas.
Morning, Doobie. So I do think that if they took the time to...
and some days I will sit there, in front of my humble ninja mansion, and think back to the time when I was still a pirate and
how can I explain this? To create something of their own, rather than form a narrative story through store-bought assets.
Like to be at home.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the problems, because that can get frustrating.
Do anything similar.
And so you kind of need.
I love to be outside.
Earlier in this recording, earlier in this video, of this play, whatever you want to call it, I made a suggestion that they create a crazy taxi like arrow, so you know which direction that you should be looking.
Some people call me old
for
because of that, but I
a
think
collectible. Okay, well, if they are these assets, I mean, I'm not sure whether they're store-bought assets or whatever. It's irrelevant. The point is that they keep using the same things, Doobie. That's, if they're theirs, fine. But the point is that they keep using the same
I
assets.
simply love
There
it
doesn't
outside.
ever seem to be anything
I love the
new.
fresh air. I love the
Is
smell
a
of the
problem.
forest. I love
That's
to
the
see
point
some
that I'm
animals playing
making.
with each other.
It does feel consistently that there is. I mean, look. Okay, let's take a look. Let me take a look at this website. I mean, if there is content that they've made, then great. Then I will happily hold up my hands and said, yep, fair enough, I'm
I
wrong.
love all of it. Every single bit.
Don't get me wrong, the assets are great. They really are.
However, the thing
They're
that I love the
fine.
most
But
about
once
being
you've
outside
seen it for
is
like
that I
over
can
a
just
dozen
take a deep breath
games,
and let my
you know,
imagination go
it's
wild.
like, can we get something
For
else,
example,
please?
Just imagine there would be dinosaurs in the forest.
You know?
The place would be totally
There's only,
different for
there's
sure.
only so many times when you
More
can
dangerous
fly
and
around
more
the same
exciting than
environment and
ever.
it's still not...
There wouldn't be that many trees anymore, since the big fellas need a lot of space.
Do you understand what I mean? And it says they made assets.
And
I
for
see
sure, there
nothing
would
about
be a T-Rex
environments on
around
that
somewhere
page,
who would probably
Davey.
want to snack me. But just
So, mate,
imagine how exciting it is.
Let,
Running through the
let's...
forest knowing that there could be a dinosaur behind
Well,
every
yeah, I
single
mean
corner.
the environments, like the entire levels.
Isn't that an exciting
That's
thought?
what I meant, Doobie. Like this entire area as a solid built.
Experiencing something that would
Environment.
otherwise not be possible at all.
Remember, like we mentioned before with Drunken Fists, remember? Oh, no, not criticising it, I'm just trying to explain what I mean. Because you know
Basically,
we've seen these
I am
levels
leaving home as a child who was
in
going to play in
multiple
the nearby forest.
games from them before, you know, multiple. And we've seen the assets in other games as well that have nothing to do with
But in the
FPXR
forest,
games.
I am no longer
That's
a
what I'm
child.
saying.
I am a fearless explorer who is just seeking the next amazing adventure. I am a knight, a cowboy, an astronaut, a king. You name it. I am literally everything that I want to be, and I can do whatever
Okay.
I want.
Valid criticism here, okay? Absolutely everything in this entire level doesn't move except the collectible animation
I can experience the whole world
and
never
that
even
penguin
need to leave the
right
forest.
there. Why is this penguin the only thing in this entire level that moves? Explain this to me, please. Somebody explain this to me. Absolutely nothing in this entire game has moved except for that penguin. That's literally the first bit of animation, other than the collectible,
That's the power of my fantasy
that I've
little
seen
secret.
that moves.
that I was happy to share with you.
It's literally the first thing in any Aery game that I've ever seen that is animated. Why just that penguin? I'm sorry, that's blown my mind.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for listening.
That's literally blown my mind. In every single Aery game, with the exception of the pickup collectibles and the bird itself, obviously, that is the first thing I've ever seen that's been animated in an Aery game. That's mind-boggling. Okay, I'm not quite sure how I... Okay, hang on. So I went from level 4... Okay, so I was in level 4, and then it went straight into level 12. What? How on earth did that happen? I'm guessing the game bugged and sent me into the wrong level. Okay. Continuing on. That's weird, but sure, whatever. Okay, that bug's been reported.
One day I want to be an astronaut. I mean, yeah, that's nothing special. Pretty much everyone
Speaking
wants to
clearly,
be an
I
astronaut
don't
in my age.
believe I've ever actually seen this environment in an Aery game. I don't recall it, so something new. Well done, XSX. It's nice to see something new for a change. How was that?
And
Was
then
that a
if you come to think about it, why wouldn't
three-breasted
they?
blue alien girl? No, they've got some sort of suckers on their chest. Sure, okay. Moving on.
I get a funny feeling just thinking about it. I would be on a space station thousands, or maybe even millions of miles away from home.
And we've reached a point where I've lost the route, so I don't know where the next bloody collectible is. There we go.
I would look out the window, and what do I see?
You would see the Death Star.
Earth, so far away, so tiny, and yet it still feels so close to me. I can just imagine how my mom would be down there searching for someone who could possibly clean my room. Well, sorry, Mom. It's not going to be me this time. After all, in space, there are more important things to do than clear your room. I have to make sure that all the spaceships are working properly.
Oh,
and that there is
I
enough fuel
wonder
in
where
all
the
of them.
textures for this level have all been stored. Lol. Oh my god, that's literally a texture point for the entire level. That's funny. That's actually really funny. I have a feeling that they wasn't supposed to show that. Oh, look at that. That's actually every single texture for this entire level. That's brilliant. That's actually funny. I'll screenshot that for him as well, because why not? That's actually funny. Yep, they did. I'm just gonna pause the timer for a second. What level's this? Level 5. Okay. Bug reported. Didn't realise I forgot to. Damn it. I didn't realise I actually continued streaming. I accidentally shut down the stream instead of pausing the recording. Whoops. Okay, let's restart the timer and carry on. I mean, I hate to be this smart-ass, but how would that get missed? Seriously, how does that get missed? Never mind. Right. I mean, that does pose the question, is that visible, or is the texture for each level visible on a wall somewhere in each level? Possible Easter egg hunt? Right. I can't find where the next bloody bit is now. Oh, there it is. That's made me smile actually, seeing that texture palette.
I have to prepare for the next big space expedition.
Sometimes it's nice to see little things that aren't noticed by people. It's like if you're paying attention, you can find things that you're not supposed to see, and I think that's great when you can do that with games, you know.
I have to fly to different planets and explore the endless space itself.
Over there. I've just realised I actually have two. Why do I have two chat boxes here? Why is there two chat boxes here? There we go. Why did I have two chat boxes there? That's mind-boggling. Whatever. I only just noticed as well.
After all, I am doing it all for you, Mom. Just imagine something bad would happen to our planet.
Okay, where's the next collectible? Oh, there it is down there. It's just a bird.
Where would we be able to go if we didn't already find another planet to live on? Where would we be able to live? As you see, being an astronaut is probably the most important task of them all. And there is nothing that could stop me from becoming one.
It looks like it sent me into another level as well. Yeah, it sent me into another level. It sent me back into level 12 again.
Most of my friends like to be at home. They play computer games or watch TV or do anything similar. I'm different though. I love to be outside.
This game is so broken. Okay, what number level was that? I think...
Sometimes I imagine living in a different time. In a time where brave knights fought against evil wizards, and where we would all live in giant castles rather than small apartments. And I would be the prince of the biggest castle of them all. With rooms and rooms filled with every toy one could ask for. Oh, what am I saying? I wouldn't be the prince. Why would I be the prince? I would be the king. The one king to rule them all.
I did not
The greatest, the
touch
smartest,
a
the
damn
most fashionable.
thing. Okay, maybe I'll touch that.
The king of all kings. A generous ruler who would bring glory and everyone would love me. And everyone would praise me. And everyone would be hoping to be invited to my legendary birthday party once a year.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
The biggest party of them all and the biggest castle of them all. Celebrating, well, the biggest king of them all. People would be looking forward to this event all year long. And once they arrive, they would be surprised with all the cool things my royal birthday party has to offer. Food and exquisite drinks everywhere. There would be soda as far as the eye could.
I'm not quite
Sweets.
sure a
Just
medieval
so many
town would
sweets.
have slushies, sir.
All of my holy knights
Unless
would
you're in
for
the
one
world
day
of Robin
stop
Hood Men in
slaying
Tights.
monsters and would gather in the thorn
We're men in tights. We
They
ruffle our
would be
rich and
talking
get to
about
the
all their
ball.
great
That's right.
adventures and all the amazing,
We
exciting things that
may
happened to
look
them.
like sissies, but don't get us wrong or else we'll punch out your lights.
And all the other guests would stand there with hot dogs in their hands and their mouths wide open.
Such an amazing movie, that. Really, game? You have us... going through a gantry, or whatever the fuck it's called, where we can clearly see there's visible space outside, and yet it's an invisible wall, and you send us right back to the start. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? This entire environment that you don't want us to explore because for some reason you decide to put fucking invisible walls here.
Listening to the great adventures of my knights. And at the end of the evening, after everyone had so much to eat and so many drinks that they couldn't even count them anymore, and after everyone had so much fun and listened to so many exciting stories, I would go out on the balcony of my great castle.
Really? Really, game? Really? Sometimes there are things in these games that are so fucking stupid that there are not words sufficient enough in the English language to describe how stupid they are. That death, a moment ago, would classify as one of those situations.
and I would have a look at my kingdom.
This king needs to be abdicated. Forcefully.
The best kingdom of them all, filled with the greatest people of them all, ruled by the coolest king of them all.
I'm sorry, I don't approve of kings that approve of invisible walls. Sorry about that.
And I would just be happy. Nothing more and nothing less.
Oh! Does anybody remember this city? I'll tell you what this city is. This city is the city out of Drunken Fist, because we've played this multiple fucking times.
I live in the city.
They've literally
It's a big city.
copied
filled with
the
streets
assets.
and cars and buildings reaching for the sky.
Again.
It's never boring here. There's literally always something interesting going on.
Although credit where credit's due, they seem to have copied and pasted the grassy area. I guess they're making things different. Yay?
All of my friends are living here, and all of the places I know and love are here too. There's always something interesting to discover. Always something new.
Oh, they've literally done it again, haven't they? It's literally the same city. It's the Drunken Fist assets again. That's what it is. It literally is. It's the same freaking... What? What? A fuck... What? What? Ladies and gentlemen, XSX Games.
But sometimes I feel like even this is not enough. Sometimes I feel like there should be something more exciting here.
Like actual gameplay?
Sometimes I like to go down the streets of my district and imagine how the streets would look if a giant monster appeared out of nowhere. Maybe even a second one so that they could fight. One could be a giant evil lizard, and the other one could be an enormous brave lion trying to protect the city.
Well, the link in regards to the assets, Doobie.
There is enough place here for two monsters to fight, and maybe even for one or two superheroes to help out the giant lion. So why have they never showed up?
I don't remember at all, Doobie, I'm afraid, sorry. Refresh my memory. Okay, where the fuck's the next collectible? I cannot see it. Oh, there it is.
And more importantly, would all the busy city people even care? Or would they continue with their everyday chores, giving their best to be at work on time, or getting their groceries done?
Oh, yes.
Heck, would they even realize that there was a giant monster fight going on?
Okay, where the fuck is the next collectible? There it is. How the fuck did I miss that?
Or would they be so busy with their own belongings that maybe they wouldn't even realize what was going on?
I mean, I have many thoughts upon how XSX Games conducts game development, many of which I mentioned in my open letter to them. For more information, check my YouTube.
Maybe they would just jump in their car, turn around, and complain about the traffic that would be even worse than usual. I think it's quite funny. There are so many people here, but most of them seem to not even see each other in the hassle of the crowded streets. Well, that's just the city for you. People are too busy being busy to care about anything else.
These games really need an arrow just pointing you in the right direction. They really fucking do.
In fairness, there are calm and relaxed places as well. These are the places that the lion would fight for. The places that are worth protecting. Just like the park around the corner of my building. It's right there, in the middle of the city, yet it is so quiet and peaceful. I love to go there. I love to play in that area. I love to feed the birds, and sometimes I even jump into the small pond and refresh myself.
What did I fucking hit? Right, the last collectible was down there. Right, where's the fucking next one? Starting to lose my fucking patience now. What am I hitting? There's literally nothing there for me to fucking hit. is this next fucking collectible. Because the last one that I picked up, I believe, was under here. There it is. Tim, and I'm talking to you fucking directly, put some fucking directional arrows into your fucking games. It would not take long to fucking code.
I usually stay there quite long, often until the sun starts to set.
I spoke about this shit in my open letter to you. It's nice to know that you don't pay attention to it.
Only once the sky is already tinted in beautiful orange color. Only then, it is time to go.
Well done. You have successfully fucking irritated me. Well done. I hope you're fucking happy.
Imagination is a strong thing. Everyone has some thoughts or hidden desires, or plans for the future that they like to think about. Everyone gets lost in their own thoughts from time to time. Let's take a moment, lean back, and listen to the dreams and thoughts of the people around us. Some of their thoughts might go deeper than what you would expect. Enjoy. Every one of us has a battle to fight. And while those battles can look very different, in the end, well, maybe not exactly the same, but there are battles where you can jump up and shout your opinion to the sky.
I didn't fucking hit
And then there are battles
anything.
where you might want to be a bit more defensive. Battles where you want to hide from your opponent. Battles where you don't want to show your weak spot. Battles where you maybe have to make yourself small and wait for the right moment to strike.
Okay. Oh wow. Thanks, game. I go too high, and so you fucking rotate me into a fucking cliff. Thanks for that. Fuck you. Alright, zombie, take care of yourself, honey. It's been good to see you.
Strategic battles. And I am not just talking about physical battles. A battle can be so much more. Maybe the battle is inside of yourself, and you have to make an important decision.
My battle is trying to ignore these invisible fucking walls,
and now you are
funnily enough, dickweed.
Don't want just prolonging the inevitable outcome. As you know, you have already... Maybe you already realize that fighting is not the right answer, but are too proud. Or maybe you realize that some battles are just not worth fighting for. Maybe you are just fighting for the right thing, for the right side. Maybe you are just trying to help others. To free them from the tyranny of another person. Maybe your goal is bigger than your own safety. Just something that someone needs to fight for. You see, there are many reasons to fight and many ways to fight. But in the end, the battle itself is always won the same way. All you have to do is to identify the issue and then make up your mind. Listen to what others have to say, but never lose track of your own goals. I was once the first man on the moon. Not for real, of course. Just inside my head. Anyway, it still felt epic. So I say that still counts. Well, sit down. And let me tell you about my experience.
Why don't you stop talking
Sure,
and just send a
it was
fucking
awesome.
email? It would be much goddamn quicker.
The long version, however, has a bit more feelings to it.
None of which that I care about.
I was so excited I could barely look out of the window as our rocket landed on the moon. I knew that someone would have to do the first step.
This is one small step for man, one giant leap of
But since it
repetitiveness.
was my fantasy, it was pretty clear who would do the honor. I put my spacesuit on and made my way to the exit.
And then your spacesuit broke and you died, so we didn't have to listen to your voice anymore. Yay!
Once I arrived there, I put my hand on the door and pushed the button to open the gate. The door slowly opened and I exited our space shuttle.
Nobody cares.
It was weird, I guess.
This is the face of somebody whose patience has run out.
I wasn't able to feel gravity for the whole flight, so I was surprised that there actually was gravity on the moon.
Then you are an uneducated moron.
I mean, way less gravity than back home, but still.
All it means is that you can cockslap a moon rock and it will go flying. Good for you.
In the end, gravity is gravity, I guess.
And this is why you don't have sex in space.
I made a big step outside of the space shuttle and said something very epic that I once heard in a movie before.
Oh, Americans are already drilling for oil here.
I can't really remember what it was.
Have you tried burning it from orbit? Perhaps with nuclear explosives? No? Shame.
Something about one small for me and a couple of big shoes for the others.
You realise that there isn't a trademark on that quote, right?
Oh well, something similar at least. Then I started to walk. Man, it was beautiful.
One does not simply walk on the moon.
I felt so light and bouncy, and the moon was so different from Earth.
Somebody needs to introduce this guy to a bouncy castle.
It was the first time that I was outside of the space shuttle for weeks, and the overall experience was just amazing.
Please do not jack off in space. That's how the Milky Way forms.
I jumped a little bit further, and then I saw it. Right in front of my eyes was my home, my planet, the only planet that I knew and loved.
Okay, side note, what the fuck is going on at the right side of the screen? You see it? What the fuck's going on there with that? It's the draw distance of the skybox.
This sight was just
You see?
breathtaking.
See, it's even doing it on the left side now, look. It's outside the skybox. They've just put the stupid freaking the star texture
I had seen the
to
Earth from
stop
a space shuttle
you
many times
realising that
already,
you're
but
just in
this was
an
something totally
untextured
different.
box, you see? Deary me. So you don't see it if you're not holding the A button, but if you're holding the A button to go faster, you get to see it.
I was so free, all alone on the moon, looking back home.
Look at this on the right side of the screen, you can see it literally. The draw distance is being culled for the starry skybox.
A single tear came out of my left eye. Up until now, I can't say if it was out of happiness or sheer reverence. Even though this moment never really happened, I have never seen anything else so beautiful.
It's rare that a game can get me so frustrated that I'm literally angry at the game. Congratulations, you've done that. I hope you're happy with yourselves.
Yesterday I had a dream.
Literally annoyed me.
I was a researcher somewhere near the North Pole.
No, you weren't. You were dreaming it, honey.
I was just minding my own business when suddenly it happened. This enormous space station just appeared out of nothing, right? And if I say out of nothing, it didn't make a noise. Actually, it didn't do anything out of the ordinary.
It takes a lot to irk me to the point of anger,
It just appeared.
but this game has now done that. With the invisible walls, where you're hitting nothing,
Like it has always been there.
and no indication of where the
years,
collectible
or
is in a
even
massive ass
centuries.
world. Well done. You have successfully frustrated me.
One second everything was normal, and the next moment,
Consider yourselves lucky that I'm not reviewing this game, that I'm actually playing this as part of an achieve hunt, so people know how quick or long it is. Because those are the people who are going to be buying this game, the achievement hunters. No one else at this point is going to be buying this unless they're an absolute fan of going around collecting collectibles in the same environments that we've seen for the last 12 games.
Where did it come from? How did it end up here?
See, well, I got the one in that scaffold. Okay, so where's the next one? I mean, you've literally irked me to the point where my hands are shaking because I'm annoyed. Well done.
How can something that big just
It takes something fucking special to do that.
Without making any noise and without harming anyone. How can an event like this, that is so strange and unexplainable, just act so Well, at least the aftermath wasn't normal. I almost thought that I had lost it. I almost thought that I was the only one who actually realized that the giant station should not be here. But it took just a couple of minutes until nothing was normal anymore.
See, I wouldn't mind
People come out to take pictures and to ask questions.
I really wouldn't mind as much if you had again put in a directional arrow. That's all you need to do in the game, is put in a directional arrow.
And there was this noise in the air.
I would look. I would like to hear the CEO,
It didn't come from the structure,
Tim, justify the continuous
it came from far away, and slowly but
copy
surely
and
got
pasting
louder.
of the title. Literally, explain to me why you do this.
One moment
Yes,
there was just a
it's
noise.
bloody obvious that
Second
you're
one,
going
there
for
were helicopters everywhere.
the achievement hunters at this point. It's fucking
Obviously,
obvious.
someone tried to figure out what happened.
At this
The
point,
helicopters surrounded the structure.
I think only a
Basically
fool
investigated every inch of
would
it.
disagree with the idea that you are focusing on quantity rather than quality.
It seemed like the structure was a big flower, and the small helicopter bees tried to find its nectar that was hidden somewhere beneath its steely skin. The situation was weird, but strangely enough so calm.
Yeah, look, this is an open... You know what? I've abused this game enough. Tim, I doubt you're ever going to watch this video, because
So peaceful.
at this point I don't think you
Almost
care.
like time itself stood still for a moment.
This is an open
The
invitation.
giant structure opened its doors.
Let's have a public forum. Us and you. Let's have a public forum about what people want in games. Because I'm working on the assumption that these environments are not your assets. I'm working on the assumption that your assets that you sell are singular modelled items. If I'm wrong about your environments and you did make all, or your company did make all these environments, fine. I'll hold my hands up and say I was wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but if I am, I would love, literally love, for you to just prove me wrong. Please, prove me wrong. I'll happily hold up my hands and say, you know what? Fair enough, I was wrong. But you cannot deny,
they might not even look like us or
on
have similar
any
features.
scale at all, that you are copying and pasting
Heck, just think about
assets,
Atlantis.
hiring a voice actor to do a few hundred lines,
Obviously that place is underwater for a long time already.
plonking in collectibles, sticking them into your games, and then just calling, yep, that's done.
If anyone would want to live there, they should better be a crazy good swimmer.
Anyone who would disagree with that at this point is, by definition, a fool.
And if you would stay there long enough, you would clearly adapt to your surroundings.
I want games to be as
You
great
could probably
as they
take a breath
possibly
and
can
stand
be.
underwater for an hour or so. Maybe, and just
And if
maybe,
you have
you could
these
even live
assets,
underwater. And just surface
then
maybe
why
once a
don't
day,
you use
or
them
even
to
just
do
once a
something
month.
other than making these poxy flying around games? That's all you do. You know, that's literally pretty much all you've done for 2 years. And with the exception of adding in the invert controls schemes, which I mentioned to you many times previously, and you finally did it, and credit to you for that. Credit where it's due. Well done. You've continuously,
Since you are already down there all the
insistently,
time, why not start building your house down there?
repetitively
The land is
kept the
obviously
same.
cheap down
I
there,
mean, look at
and
this.
there is enough
Look at
stone
this.
lying around to build a whole palace.
Look at everything
Your own
despawning.
little underwater paradise, if you want to put it
You see,
like that.
if you had play tested
Filled with
this,
all the treasures
you
that you
would
found
have
in the
seen
water.
this happening if you had literally played through your
Water plants
levels.
for a healthy living environment.
Literally, it is unmissable. And the fact that you've
Corals for
done
the
this
overall look and feel,
many games
and maybe even
with
some treasures
literal
filled with gold,
proof that
just
you
to give your
aren't
home
even
a little
play
bit of
testing
extra
your
sparkle.
own games, as to go through them once by yourself proves that A,
It really doesn't sound
don't
bad
seem
if
to
you put it like
care.
that, does it?
B, you seem to treat your players as cash cows,
I mean,
and
it's
C,
sure different.
you have
Maybe a
absolutely
little bit too wet for
no
my taste.
quality control at all. And if you have those three
I would miss
things,
my TV down there.
it leads to the question, why are you making games in the first place if you're not seeing the value of quality?
But then again, who am I to judge?
Ask yourself that. Why are you making
If
these
people would be
games?
happy like this, then that is something I
If
can support.
they're clearly not something that you
I
wish
would
to
throw
be
a big
proud
rock
of.
in the water from time to
See,
time.
look, see? Invisible wall. Right there. That's the fucking shit I'm talking about. It's unfucking missable. And you're too fucking lazy to test your own fucking games. That right there. Shit like that that's fucking unfucking missable. And you can't be asked to find it. Because you can't be asked to spend 2 fucking hours playing through your own shit. And you have the gall to ask for high ratings and reviews in Microsoft stores and on Steam stores, which apparently you've already been banned from Steam twice for putting in fake reviews. You put collectibles going through these arches. You can literally see shit being culled out incorrectly here. You can literally see it happening as you fly through where you would have been collecting these collectibles had I not got the... Look, see? See? Get up off your fucking arse and justify this quality. Because I fucking can't justify it. What was that? Literally, what was that? What this playthrough of this game has proven. See, where did that just pop up from? What this playthrough of this game has proven is that everything, every single fucking thing that I said in my open letter to you guys has been proven correct. If you aren't proud of your product, answer me one question, Tim, and I know you're not going to. Because at this point, yeah, you know what, I'm burning a bridge. I don't care. You guys are seeing what I'm seeing. I'm burning this bridge. I don't fucking care at this point. I literally don't fucking care because it needs to be fucking said. And as I've said to Tim before, I'm the only fucking person who seems to have the fucking balls to say it. Answer me one fucking question. If you can't be asked to play through your fucking games to make sure that they work, why should people spend their fucking hard-earned money on your product? Fucking answer me that. Now you're seeing me pissed off. Look at this. What the fuck is all this? What am I supposed to think when I play this? Seriously, what am I supposed to think? There's absolutely no direction for the next collectible, because I hit an invisible fucking item which sent me back to the start, which gives me absolutely no fucking indication of where I'm supposed to fucking go. Have some pride in your work, or don't fucking release it. You got me angry. You've actually got me angry in a game that is supposed to be calming. Well done. It takes something special to do that. Well done. Well done. I know I'm burning a bridge here. I don't fucking care at this point. Justify your product. Justify the state that it's in. I already proved with Murder Diaries 3 that you don't check your own product. You don't even play through them once. We've proven this on multiple occasions. Because if you did, the issues that come through would not be there. We have proven multiple times that you don't give a fuck about your own product. So justify to me, here's your opportunity, justify to me the excuse that your product is in the state that it's in. Justify it, defend it. You're the publisher, you're the developer, defend your work. Because you've literally made me really angry. I cannot illustrate how angry you have made me. And the fact that I'm speaking so clearly, so concisely, should make an indication of how angry I am. I don't like criticising games. I don't. I want every fucking game to succeed as much as it fucking can. I really do. Every game that succeeds and is a good game is better
just
for
make sure
everybody.
that they have enough stones to build their houses with.
Period. It's better for everybody.
And I would definitely be happy to come for a visit sometimes.
The fact that you,
well,
in my opinion,
with diving equipment, as there is
spit
no way
in the
that I
face
could
of
hold my
people
breath
who
for so long.
do spend time polishing their games, not copying and pasting, to create an experience that should be remembered for all the right reasons,
in the end,
not the wrong
the interesting
ones.
part is that even
And
though
you
our
spit
lives
in the
would be so
faces
different,
of
we would
every
still
single
all be
fucking
humans.
developer and publisher who
Sure,
spends
humans
time
with different abilities,
giving their work
with different
quality
hobbies and
assurance,
opinions on the
making
world.
sure that it is a product that a player would be happy to play.
humans with lives that could not be more different from each other.
You've taken one of the simplest formats, fly around, collect items, listen to somebody, and you
But
can't
none of that
even
really
get that
matters for me.
right.
None of that has even the slightest significance,
So here's me,
because I could still smile
burning a
at them,
bridge.
and they would smile back at me.
What do you want me to fucking say? What do you want me to say? You guys have seen everything that I've said. You've seen me react to it. You've seen what I've seen. You've seen the bugs. You've seen the clipping. You've seen the invisible walls. You've seen the ridiculous logic. You've seen the fact that you cannot find collectibles without looking around like an absolute lummox. Look, the achievements work. Great. It's the first time in 4 releases that they've worked on launch. If I had put a game out in this state, I would be ashamed. Not only would I be ashamed for myself, I would be ashamed for my company, and I would be ashamed for the reputation of those who work for me. As CEO, you, Tim, have let your workers down. You have let your players down. You do not deserve to have the space that you have in the Xbox marketplace. You do not deserve that. And that's, granted, it's a horrible thing to say, but after what you've seen the last 2 and a bit hours, I beg somebody to come up with a legitimate counterpoint to what I'm saying. Because at this point, it's blatantly obvious to me and everybody else that you're putting this copy and paste crap, and that's what it is, crap, that has not been tested, has not had any sort of quality assurance, has not had the clipping map compared to the texture map. And if you can't be asked to do basic things like that in your product, why should people support you? I have a feeling that that question is going to be continuously left unanswered. Thanks for providing the code. I do appreciate it, despite the harsh words that I say. I do appreciate getting the code to show this off to people. And I just wish that you appreciated how much that I care about the games that I show people. I wish you cared about your own product as much as I do. And I think somewhere as a developer you've lost that along the way. And that's a shame. I said that you should justify your product being in the state that it's in. I don't think you can. So there you go. Thanks everybody for watching.